Welcome back. This is our second segment of Athletes Incorporated. Check us out on ibtv.us, Roku, and YouTube. Comment, subscribe, like what we got going on. And right now we're going to talk about everything that's going on in the NFL right now. Just recently, I think a week ago, they had the Player Association meetings. And one of the things that they changed, two of the big changes, they had, I think, over 14. But two of the big changes was, number one, the catch rule. After seeing what happened with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And going all the way back to Michael Irvin.
Yeah, going back to Irvin and Des Bryant.
Right.
So now what they're changing, guys, is there's three steps to making a catch. There's the catch the ball, a football move, and holding possession. Now what they're saying is you don't have to hold that possession all the way to the ground. So say if you reach out and you're reaching for the first down or reaching for the touchdown, if the ball moves in that moment, you don't have to worry about it and not being a catch anymore.
Which is the way it should be. It should
right.
be anyway.
I still don't know what a catch is, though. I don't think anybody really knows what a catch is.
We'll see when they get started.
The next thing we want to talk about is now, whether you're a defenseless player or you're a defensive player, if you lower your crown, you can get 15-yard penalty for that. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, that's going to be hard to enforce for an offensive player that's getting ready to go into the end zone.
Right.
You're on the 1 yard line. The offensive player, the running back's head is going to be down, so the crown will be shown. I still think they need to be concerned about the position of defensive players. The defensive player cannot lower his head. Right. He's got to look the lick in, which means his face mask is going to be up. His crown shouldn't be down. So we'll see how they enforce that. You know they're going to mess it up. Let's hope they can get it straightened out during preseason.
Right. I hope they do, and I think it's kind of an overreaction to what we saw on national television with Ryan Shazier, who I hear he's going to be walking again and wants to play again too. Right. If he would have kept his head up instead of putting his crown down, he wouldn't have that situation.
I'm hoping that he makes a full recovery.
Absolutely.
Also hoping that he doesn't play football again.
Absolutely.
I think it's just too big of a risk. But
football players, and he's a young man.
But football players do that, folks. That's what they do. They'll take that risk because they want to play so bad.
Yeah. And we got a lot to talk about, but real quick, folks, I wanted to let you guys know that the Los Angeles Rams are building a beast. They added Ndamukong Suh. They've got two of the best corners in the game now. And they've added Brandon Cooks.
Yep.
And they traded their first-round pick, which was 23, to the Patriots. So now the Patriots have a pick at 18 they have a pick at 18 and at 33 or 32 or whatever.
But they got two.
They've got two in the first round. So let's just get into the mock draft stuff. I know that's coming up in the next few weeks. What are you thinking? Who the Browns are coming first. Who are they picking?
I think the Browns are going to do the wrong thing and take a quarterback first,
right?
Which I think is wrong. They're going to be hoping that Saquon Barkley is there at 4.
Right.
Second choice is going to be a quarterback, and the third choice is probably going to be a quarterback, which I don't really understand, folks, because there's not a franchise quarterback in this draft. I think all 4 top, which is Darnold, Rosen. Is it Josh Allen?
Yeah, Josh Allen. There's the big 4.
Tim and Barkley.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
Which is really 5. I like Lamar Jackson too.
And Lamar Jackson. Those 5. I like Lamar Jackson the best. I think he has the most upside. But all 5 of those, if they stay at quarterback, will end up being journeymen in the NFL. I don't think any of the 4 will lead you to a championship. So I wouldn't take any of them. But I think that it's going to end up being that they get the quarterback that they want, and that they're going to take Saquon with number 4, which is a great pick. But I would take Saquon number 1 and take the best offensive lineman on the board at 4 if I were Cleveland. The problem coming for folks with us just here thinking about is if the Broncos make a huge mistake, what do you think is going to go on with that?
I think the Broncos are going to make a big mistake. John Elway can't help himself. Now, we also got to talk about that the Browns have 2 picks, okay? And the Bills need a quarterback, and the Patriots have accumulated picks too. They're trying to move up to do something. So somebody might try to trade into that 4th or that third pick somehow with those 2 picks. The Bills are trying. I know the Patriots are going to start trying as well. But here's how I got it going. Number 1 is the Browns. They're going to take Sam Darnold. Number 2 is the Giants. They're going to take Josh Allen. Number 3 is the Jets. They're going to probably take Baker Mayfield. Number 4 is the Browns. I think they're going to trade that pick to the Bills.
And not take Saquon.
Which is a mistake. So the Bills are probably going to take Josh Rosen. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, folks say they don't, and the Browns stay at 4. They take Saquon Barkley. At number 5, the Broncos. Who does that leave? Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen was just in Denver having dinner with John Elway. You only get 30 visits, folks, throughout all the players in the draft, and Josh Rosen was on that list. Bradley Chubb wasn't on that list. Quentin Nelson wasn't on that list. But Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen are on that list. So I think they're going to make a huge mistake and not draft.
Well, let's hope not, folks. For me, if John Elway and that group take a quarterback with their number 1 choice this year, that's a disappointment. That doesn't bode well for the longevity. You take an offensive or a defensive, or Bradley Chubb's on a defensive lineman, I would think of otherwise. But for me, the Broncos take the best offensive lineman on the board. With their second choice, they take the next big-time offensive lineman that's on the board. They have 2 in the first round. Those 2 should be offensive linemen. You have to protect the quarterback. If you can't protect the quarterback, you're not going to be able to do anything. They have to shore up that offensive line, first and foremost. There's going to be running backs there that they can take. They've already got their starting quarterback, so there's no quarterback controversy unless they draft someone.
Right.
And they have Kelly to back him up.
And Paxton Lynch. They still believe in Paxton Lynch for whatever reason.
They have 3 quarterbacks. The one that they know that is really a professional quarterback, they have him.
Yeah.
So, I think that Kelly is behind him. But, you look around the league and you see people, the rich getting richer, the people who do good things doing better things all the time, and the ones that make mistakes continue to make mistakes. If the Cleveland Browns mess this one up, folks, they will be, after this year, they will again have to totally and completely clean house of their management. They'll get rid of the head coach, general managers, all of that will go again, and they'll be back down to ground zero, and with the number 1 choice again.
I have a question for you, and I just thought about this as we were talking. So, the Giants, and kind of bringing things to a close, the Giants are shopping Odell Beckham. They want 2 first-round picks for him. If you're the Patriots, they have 2 first-round picks. Would you try to go after Odell Beckham?
There's no way. He's not a Patriot.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to come under the thumb of Belichick.
Okay.
He's not going to do what's asked of him off the field. He still is immature and undisciplined. That's not, and I don't believe anyone in their right mind, except maybe somebody at Cleveland, would give 2 first-round choices for any wide receiver. I don't care who he is.
Right.
There's no way you give 2 number 1s for, I don't know for any player that you give 2 number 1s for, but I don't think that, I think the Patriots have a serious method to their madness. And those 2 number 1s.
And might move back again and accumulate more picks.
Yeah, because they know how to draft people. They know how to look at the potential of people, and they know how to coach them up.
Yeah.
So the Patriots are dangerous this year with what they can do.
So is Los Angeles. Los Angeles is building a beast. They're all or nothing, you can tell.
Yes.
They're all or nothing. Real quick, favorite player in the draft?
I still think Saquon Barkley is the best football player in the draft. Just pure football player, folks. He's the best football player in the draft. Next to him, I love the offensive line. They're just unbelievable.
Quentin Nelson, Mike McGlinchey, Orlando Brown. Yeah, but we're going to go ahead and bring this to a close, folks. Check us out on our next segment. We're going to talk about everything controversial. So, yeah. Subscribe, like what we